All right, guys. I was cruising around on Facebook and I found an interesting video. I'm going to share that video with you guys. It's rather long. If you want, you can kind of stream through it yourself if you want to, and see what's all contained in the video. But what was the most interesting thing to me about this video is the video is a conference that happened on the 28th of January, so just like 2 or 3 days ago, where top promoters of BitConnect are still holding conferences in other countries. I think this one was in Indonesia. I'm not quite sure. The gentleman does a little bit of translating through the video, but he did say that the room was split between those who are basically supporting the BitConnect community still, and then of course those who feel that they were scammed. And there's an old man that stands up and actually says that he was scammed. He lost 30,000 in U.S. dollars and so on and so on. But I find it intriguing that these top promoters who are supposed to be getting hunted down by the U.S. for these class action lawsuits are openly still promoting themselves out in the general public. Of course, it's not in the United States, but you know the United States has not supported BitConnect one little bit anyway. So I honestly believe that part of the problem that we ran into had direct relation to Texas and North Carolina sending cease and desist. And pretty much that's what they did. They ceased and desisted on the lending platform. Now, they never said that they were shutting down completely. These guys that ran out and panic sold everything that they had in an effort to try to recoup money, I think put themselves in a predicament. Like I said in my previous video, I did run and start to sell. And then I ultimately ended up saying, all right, I'm just going to sell a little bit of this just to try to get some money to put into another platform, and I'll keep the rest of it, which I did. So, they haven't shut down their website. The BitConnect X platform is still up and running as far as I know. Of course, as an American citizen, I have no access to that. But I'm still holding on my coins to see what's going to happen, because you'll see in the video that this guy still is claiming that BitConnect is saying that the coin will go up to $1,000 this year. I'm not sure what that means. I'm not sure how they plan on making that happen. You know, the United States is only a small portion of the BitConnect community, so ultimately, it's really going to depend on the ability of others to be able to still participate, I guess, in the BCC X platform, which I mean, if that's going to give BCC value again, then hey, I'm all for it. But like I said, I'm not whining and bitching. I'm not going after anybody, because if it was a scam, it was a scam. I got scammed. I put money on the table and I lost. People get scammed every day in Las Vegas. Every time you sit down at a blackjack table, you're putting money on there, and the casino is basically scamming you out of your money. You don't know what they've done to tip the odds in their favor. So here's the video that I found. Of course, again, this is for your own interpretation. I just found it and thought it was interesting that these guys are still holding these conferences even after all the stuff that went down. So rather than try to link it in a comment section or something like that, I just directly added it to this video. So watch it, take from it what you will, and this is Syntax Crypto out.
Hello, good evening, everyone. My name is Andrew, and as you can see from the title, this video is about the BitConnect event that they held yesterday on Sunday, the 28th of January 2018. So first of all, I want to say the reason why I'm making this video is because since I attended the event, a lot of people have been asking the same question. What happened, what's going on, and one of the reasons I went is to get answers for myself as someone who put in money in BitConnect, like many of us do, or those who don't. We want to know what's going on with BitConnect, because the website is still up and the coin is still around, not at a great price, but out of nowhere, during my research, I came across this event that they're doing in Jakarta, Indonesia. So as we all have known, since BitConnect stopped the lending, their promoting team mostly have gone AWOL. They're nowhere to be found, no communication, nothing. Dr. Roy Murphy, whatever, Glenn Arcaro, all gone. But in Indonesia, we have these promoters named Mr. Santoso and Yudis Prasetya. These two people are very well known for promoting heavily BitConnect since they got in pretty early, I think, and they were chosen to be the promoters in Indonesia. And I'm actually very shocked that they held an event despite all the chaos, all the heartbreak that had happened since the lending program has stopped, the coin crashed. I'm shocked they're still holding an event. And my friends didn't want to go, but I went. I want answers, and I'm sure there are a lot of you out there that are curious as well, whether you are in BitConnect or not. Okay, so I apologize if my English is not as good as it used to be, and this could be a long video. And let me just start opening. This video is, I'm just reporting. I'm just sharing you my experiences. This is I'm just gonna tell you what I did on Sunday, what I heard, what happened. I recorded it. I have several videos. I don't think none of you want to miss. So stay tuned. And I will also tell later in the video what are the results of the whole event. What are the outcome? Because there is. So here's a picture of the ticket that they given. So I went to the Red Top Hotel yesterday. That's where they held the event. I went to Red Top Hotel. There's to the 3rd floor. I didn't have a ticket. I showed up. I said, I want to come to the event. They said, oh, sure, welcome. Here's a ticket. And they gave me this white box. Inside this white box, it's just some bread and some water. So it's free snacks. This is the banner that they have outside, the Dream Team. On the left side, you see that guy's the promoters, all these people in Indonesia. This is the atmosphere. I got in quite early, so actually during coffee break, it's packed. I didn't take pictures though. This is what the inside looks like. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there. So at around 4 p.m. they started the event. As you can see, they're not pushing lending anymore. It's just mining, staking, and lending. in the beginning, there was some guy who made presentation about what is Bitcoin, what is cryptocurrency, why is it a great technology, yada, yada, yada. Okay, that's not that important, that's not why we're there for, because I have to tell you, half of the people there are people like me who want answers. What happened to our investment? We're angry, we're upset, no communication. We're quite pissed off. And on the other half, you have the other half of the audience are actually still very supportive and very loyal to BitConnect. So whenever the presenters are making claims like, you know what, guys, BitConnect's gonna climb back up. There's low supply. We have plans. It's gonna get up to $1,000 at the end of the year. There's people cheering and clapping. I didn't. A lot of people didn't. So that's the other half. So it's very 50-50. There's no new members or anything. It's just all BitConnectors. All right. So throughout the event, halfway, the person that we have been waiting for, Yuris Prasetya, one of the top promoters, he's going to do a presentation about mining or staking. I forgot. So what happened was there's a gentleman in the audience who started yelling, scam, you give me back my money. So I'm going to show you that video right now, and I'm probably just going to show half of it. If you want to fast forward it, go right ahead. So I'm just going to play it to you guys now. Here we go. And then fix this. Okay. And let me just find the button. Where is it? Oh, here it is. All right.
Ya, ini masalah staking dulu ya, Pak.
So you're saying, I'm explaining about staking. Because someone in the audience asked about staking.
Saya habis berangkat dari mana, Pak? Ya, mari kita ada beberapa apa itu ya? Ada yang masih staking. Paham? Ada yang paham? Ada yang tadi.
Kasih ngomong, kasih ngomong, kasih ngomong, kasih ngomong, kasih mic. We're saying, let him talk, let him talk, let him speak his mind. Bicara baik-baik, bicara baik-baik. Kasih bicara, Bu. Kasih bicara, Pak. Kasih ngomong. Iya. Kasih bicara, Pak. Kasih ngomong, kasih ngomong. Let him speak. Let him speak. Kasih ngomong. Ayo dong. Penjelasan. Iya. Iya, penjelasan dong. Masa ngomong nggak boleh? Iya. Ayo. Salam.
Saya orang dulu. Saya nomor kerja. Ya. Saya kenapa begini? Karena saya sudah mengungkapkan ini di WA grup tidak direspon. Ada yang namanya Anton Setia, ada yang namanya Pak Haji. Mereka bilang suruh ngomong. Baik, mengapa saya merasa begitu? Saya ikut dikonek orang dari Pak Haji saat bilang dengan kita terpakai tahun 2000. Dia jelaskan apa itu berusaha. Saya pernah ikut korek, saya pernah ikut saham, saya berusaha korek belajar dan rugi. Korek pun saya dulu dikasih korek yang tidak berkepastian. Jadi saya bilang, saya bingung kenapa caranya. Makanya dijadikan begini. Apa tahu duit? Ya tahu duit. Investasi. Kemudian nanti ada
So he's complaining to his upline. His upline doesn't reply anything on WhatsApp, and he was told, take your complaints here. So he and his friends got in for $30,000 for 1 month. Oh wait. Okay, so it's 3 days actually. 3 days he got in. Website got crashed. I was guaranteed my money will be there. So I lost 33,000 USD in 3 days. I want said I want my money back. It's not fair. I'm angry because this is not like trading. If I trade, I made a big trade, I lost, that's okay. But in here, I'm just depositing money. I'm gonna hold you accountable. I'm angry because I feel like I cheated, I got scammed.
bukan masalah sedikit pengembalian ini nggak adil. Kita kasih Bitcoin dikasih
This is Yunus Prasetya. We are on the same boat. We are, BitConnect is anonymous, unknown. Just like Bitcoin, you don't know who created it. Same just like BitConnect. So he made a company called BitConnect Indonesia here, but he's saying it's only for education. We only educate. We made the company for education. We only give information. We only educate, we don't make promises. So they were actually called by authorities. So they're not. They have a license to start a company, but it's not for trading. So they have to make a statement. It's only for education. They don't trade. They don't sell anything. I have 3,000 coins. I didn't sell any of my coins. If I had known this, I would have sold my coins. Please open my staking account. So when it was worth, let's say $400, I would have had 120K. Actually, $1.2 million. I'm sorry. Can you imagine? I lost $1.2 million. You know why we make this event? We are expecting this. It's okay. I will open my staking account now. Please tell everyone how many coins do I have. 2,516 coins. I only have this much. Some also have 10,000 coins. BitConnect Indonesia has nothing to do with Central BitConnect. They have been saying on YouTube, I am the developer of BitConnect. I am the mastermind. People keep adding me on social media. They think I'm the developer. This is what I'm facing. How can I be the developer? I don't even know where the Central BitConnect is. Umumkan. This is his upline. Jelaskan, jelaskan.
Jelaskan.
Oke, saya jelaskan dikit.
Okay,
Teman-teman, mohon maaf atas
I'm gonna skip this bit. Basically, he's saying, yeah, I offered him BitConnect because it was good.
video downloading ada keuntungan minimal 0 sampai
Uh,
dan itu ID.
he's just explaining. I'm just an upline.
Garansi semuanya. ID pasti
We can get profit, but that's all I know.
Nah, ketika setelah
Where has the money gone? Yeah, there's about 5 minutes left in this video.
Betul.
tolong dikembalikan dong. Janji Anda 482 uang kali investasi penuh. Tidak bisa.
You promised 4 to 8 months. My money will be back.
Tiba-tiba Mario kamar Islam meledak. Yang juga jadi promo berkali-kali tiket kok. Harusnya Anda balikin dong. Tiketnya loh. Orang berbeda di tahun selesai tiba-tiba di $33.000 kemarin itu. Ini juga memperkara profit yang dalam bentuk USD, dalam bentuk dolar, dalam bentuk uang. Kita tidak ubah ke koin. Anda tidak masuk pihak ubah ke dalam koin dan Anda tetapkan koinnya 3631 itu harga koin. Ada yang bilang $30. Sekarang $30. Apa itu fair? Apa itu bukan rampasan? Apa itu bukan penipuan? Karena saya merasa tertipu.
Cheated me. Scammed me.
Orang yang punya uang $30.000 kemana? Di mana uang kita dimakan virus?
Where is my $33,000?
Bukan ketawa, ada bohong.
Don't laugh. You lied at me.
Tidak bohong di situ. Anda telah berbohong. Jawab Anda bohong, membohongi saya. Saya tidak pernah melakukan janji masih. Saya bertanya pagi. Ini kemudian terbesar saya Pak, karena saya itu orang yang bukan saya minta. Saya terima kasih. Saya menentukan trading. Ini bukan saya menentukan arah trading. Kalau saya menentukan arah trading, saya akan bisa trading dengan benar. Kalau jadi itu saya akan tahu. Saya masih bicara. Tapi saya tidak mau ada cerita.
Bukan. 30.000. Ini 30.000 itu setengah M. Ya, aku ada 2.5 in my house. Iya, kita disuruh pegang koin.
Assalamualaikum semua. Oke, maaf.
Siapa itu? Siapa itu?
Dari Malaysia.
Mana Bella?
Apa yang Bapak cakap sama macam saya, negara saya Malaysia. Tapi kita harus hormat, kita harus hormat, kita berbicara dan kita kasih. Jadi, on behalf of Pak Musuh dan juga Pak Putri, meminta sama Putri, kita bincang bagaimana untuk kerana jika anda tidak tahu apa itu blockchain, anda tidak tahu apa itu Bitcoin, anda baru memulai dalam dunia kripto, sebab saya
Terima kasih. Terima kasih. Terima kasih dengan kita dari Malaysia. Ya,
30 seconds.
untuk
Okay, that's the first video. Got a second video right here. Sec. This is only 1 minute. I can still be contacted. Let's have a healthy discussion.
Terima kasih. Baik, Bapak Ibu, hari ini saya kebagian tadi sudah dijelaskan dengan Mas Dewangga masalah blockchain, ya, masalah cryptocurrency sudah dijelaskan oleh Mas Dewangga. Terima kasih. Boleh kasih dulu untuk Mas Dewangga. Oke. Nah, hari ini saya akan bagian berbicara Bapak Ibu tentang mining, staking, dan trading. Ya, mining, staking, dan trading.
Okay, that's not interesting at all. Okay, let's go back here. So what happened was shortly after that, so what they're saying is, we know this is going to happen. Let's have a healthy discussion. We will answer all your questions. And what happened was the event went on, and we were moved to a different room, a private room, because they apparently they want to go on with how to stake, how to mine, and how to trade, and they're also giving out door prizes. They were giving out motorcycles and so on. Anyway, so I went to the private room where there's about where I'll show you the picture. Okay, this is the when they were showing, they have about 4,000, I forgot, 3,000, 4,000 coins. 1 second, let me just grab my notes. Yeah, 4,000. So that's one of Santoso's wallet, who was saying, Santoso and Yuri basically saying, we have thousands and thousands of BCC coins, just like all of you. If we had known this, to be honest, we would, if we want to get away, we would have sold it all and make haste. And they're also saying, if we, if you don't have good intention, or we want to leave you in the dark, we wouldn't even host this event, because the event is free. I came in, I didn't pay anything. I didn't want to pay for anything, but they paid for a really nice hotel to host the event. Okay, so it's not a bad hotel, and it's not the most luxurious hotel. It was a good hotel. Okay, so what happened was, we went to this private room. There's about these people on the left side. That's smiling. That's Santoso. Person next to him is Yudis Prasetya, allegedly the mastermind, according to some YouTuber. Next to him, and person after him is the all top promoters. So they're heavily promoting BitConnect. So in that room, basically, a lot of people got frustrated. They were saying, my hard-earned money, I put in 15K, I put in 30K, I put in 120K, plus my friends put in hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. So we're pretty upset, and we want answers, and even though earlier on during the event, let me just read off my phone here, they're saying they're very confident through proof of stake by staking the coins. There's 9 million coins. Despite the prices being very bad, they're positive because there's not a lot of BCC in circulations. There's only 9 million. They're positive they can bring back up the price through BitConnect exchange. So they're saying they have the data. In India, there's already 2 million BCC being staked. In Vietnam, 1 million. Dubai, 500,000. So there's about 5 million in the market, and so on and so on. Okay. So they was also saying they were about to meet Satish Kumbani. Right? Satish, yeah, Satish. They were about to meet Satish to get some answers, but unfortunately, the meeting was cancelled or delayed or so. So they had to. They still go on with this event, knowing this would happen, knowing there will be a lot of angry mobs. Okay. So at this point, I want to say I'm going to tell you what they say, what they promised, but I know at this point there's a lot of you out there who's already a very negative perception about them. You won't trust anything they say. That's okay. I'm just here to report. I'm just here to share my experience. So even if you 100% don't believe what they say, what I say, I'm just telling you as it is, because like I said, there's a lot of curious people who keep asking me what happened, what did they say. So it's all just information here, okay? Okay, so we agreed that whatever they were planning to bring BCC up or to go ahead with BitConnect exchange, we told them it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Confidence is at all-time low. You didn't do a good job. You messed up the capital returns. A lot of people got screwed. It was one-sided. We're not happy. Whatever you're planning, it's not going to work. So we said, you have to sort of, you as our voice, because he's the only one who can contact the BitConnect developer team, and they only communicate by online as well. That's what he said. The way they communicate is always through online. He doesn't know who or what, but whenever he asks questions, because he does have money in it, his team has a lot of money in it, they also have questions, and whenever he asks questions, it's being answered. For example, they were planning to hold a meeting earlier on. I think he said Bali or Thailand on 25th, I forgot, but it was moved to February, and on March they're going to have a big promoter meeting for BitConnect exchange. So he's still getting updates from the central. Okay, so we asked him to look. If there's still goodwill, if there's still goodwill, please tell the development team they have to sort this out. And we don't like what they propose. We don't like you have to wait for months. We don't like that at all. And Mr. Santoso said, okay, he said, please give me 10 days so I can rally his team and the others all around the world. Guys, we know they have communities everywhere. Vietnam, Dubai, India, Australia. they will try to voice our concern to the development team and have answers within 10 days. That's what Mr. Santoso will do on behalf of all of us. He represents us. Only he can communicate with the development team. So what we did was we signed. We asked for his ID, and we made a statement, a written statement from him. Signed. He said, I'm gonna. He didn't make the statement. We did, and we asked him to sign it. And so that's it. And also he will post us what's gonna happen. So this is one of the WhatsApp group that I'm in, along with 20, 30 other people who were in the room. So what happened is, as soon as we get some official, concrete news, hopefully it's good news for these guys. Let's pray for good news. Okay. We'll get updated, and probably I'll make another video, update everyone else, because there's a lot of things that they can do. A lot of ideas being thrown around. For example, they still have millions and millions of Bitcoin coins. Maybe they can do something about it. And there's this person, I want to say as well, there's this person on his right next to Yuris Prasetya. He's actually in the military. He's in the military, and he himself invested. He's a major. That's his rank in the military. He's a major. He said, you know what? He's hurt too, because he thought this was the real deal. He invested 100+ K of his own money, plus millions and millions others that belong to his colleagues. So he was saying, he would like some answers too. He wants the best outcome for all of us who put money on Bitcoin. Okay, so that's it. So that's what happened. I just want to give my 2 cents. Okay, to be honest, I'm shocked that they have the event. They still holding it despite all this. Other promoters have run away, but he showed up calmly, and he answered all our questions. He listened to all our complaints that is quite repetitive. Because whatever we're going through, obviously his team is going through. And so I would like to say well done to Mr. Santoso, Yuris Prasetya, where other promoters has done AWOL, they're still around. They still held the event, knowing they're getting death threats and jail threats. They're still there. He said, I'm not going anywhere. I'm here to, keep communicating to Indonesia, or to, people, investors in Indonesia, whether you are on his team or not. And he said he will do his best, because he, of course, it's a very delicate and hard times for everyone who joined the Connect. And hopefully within 10 days we'll get a very good update. Pray to God. And I'll leave it at that, guys. So for those of you who wants to leave, very bad comments like, you wanna mock people who put money in this. You wanna mock people who put money in BitConnect, who are financially ruined, or telling them to kill themselves. Please, whoever you are, don't do that again. It's not very cool. It's not very good. We are going through a lot of people are going through some hard times, and it's not nice to wish others misfortune or telling them to kill themselves and stuff. That's not very nice, guys. So even if you don't like BitConnect, you don't support BitConnect, you hate BitConnect, you hate the promoters, you hate the investors, just we get it. Okay, just keep those comments to yourself. We get it. It's getting it's everywhere. Okay, so I'll leave it at that. Thank you for listening, and until next time. Thank you.